You know that feeling when your to-do list just keeps growing, and no matter how much work you do, it doesn't feel like you're getting anywhere. Most entrepreneurs are drowning in tasks, emails, social media, customer service, and with all of that work, they're not even close to 100K a year, let alone 100K a month. But here's the good news. We're in the forefront of the age of AI, and AI can help run most of your business for you. And because of AI, I'm able to focus on the parts of my business that I really enjoy. Hey, I'm Sean Shalise, and around here we keep business calm, simple, and profitable. No drama and no hustle required. I know you're watching me on YouTube, but this is not a presentation. So go ahead and get ready to talk to me in the comments. Don't leave me hanging because that would just make this boring. It's no fun talking to yourself. So here's a question. Have you been in a place where you felt like you were so busy in your business that you didn't have any time left for your life? Something as simple as scheduling a dentist appointment or making sure your house had enough toilet paper added just one more thing to your to-do list and you felt like it was going to push you over the edge. Now, I'm 52, so some of my younger girlies might not be able to relate to this, but I had the joy of adding menopause to my list. So now we've got brain fog and hot flashes and anxiety, which was totally new to me, and that was a thing in itself that I had to get over. But all of these things together are a recipe for disaster. At first, I thought getting an assistant would solve all of my problems. But then I realized that you have to find the assistant. Then you have to train the assistant. And then that assistant has a life too, so they may not be able to stay. And then if you lose that assistant, then you've got to start this cycle all over again. And remember, my to-do list is crazy. So this just adds more to that list. And then we have the big elephant in the room that an assistant costs money. And depending on where you are in your business, you might not be ready for that. Because the last thing you want to do is have someone that's dependent on you for a paycheck and you're not able to pay them. And that's, again, another stress. So after I lost my first assistant, I started looking for ways to automate, which of course led me to AI. And I quickly found out that AI was going to give me most of the things I was looking for, and it cost a lot less. So let's talk about how I use AI to take most of the busy work off of my plate, and more importantly, how you can too. I'm going to start off by saying hustle culture doesn't work. Now, you might disagree with me, but I said what I said. Hustle culture doesn't work. And this is coming from someone that was once a self-proclaimed workaholic. I believed in the hustle. Hustle was my middle name. But as I got older, I started to recognize something. Working harder doesn't equal making more money. I want you to stop for a minute and think. The person that you know, or think about different jobs, the person in those businesses that works the hardest is not the one that makes the most money. Now stop for a minute and think about it. So working harder isn't what's going to make you more money. Most of the time, if you find yourself working harder in your business, what's happening is you're getting stuck working on the smaller things, the busy work, instead of the things that are most important. You're answering emails, you're working on social media, you're scrolling on social media. Don't act like you don't do it. I'm not the only one. I go to Instagram to get ready to post, and I call myself doing research, and I end up spending an hour scrolling, which is basically just wasting time. It's worse than the busy work. It is totally getting distracted and getting nothing done. And that was easily a part of my busy day. And it's also one of the signs that you're experiencing burnout. You are doing the things that come easy instead of the important things that might be a little harder, but those are the things that are really going to move the needle for your business. But once I implemented AI in my business, all of this changed. AI took over the heavy load, and I was able to run my business in a more sustainable and calm way and make more money. Now you might be thinking, that's cool, Sean, but how is AI actually helping you? What does it do? The first thing that AI does for me is help me with automation. AI helps me schedule social media posts, answer common customer service questions, and answer routine emails. Stuff that used to eat up hours in my day now just happen in the background. And these are all things that I was looking for that assistant to do. For example, when I stopped spending 2 or 3 hours a day answering emails or doing social media posts, I was able to focus on building a new product line for my apparel business and launching a new course. Those two things alone brought in several $1,000s in a month. That's money that I would have missed if I was still buried in the weeds. The second thing AI helps me with is content and ideas. When I'm stuck on product ideas or social media captions, or even when I'm brainstorming about what I want to add to a course, AI acts as my creative partner. It keeps me moving instead of staring at a blank page. I usually use ChatGPT, but any good AI writing tool to do the trick. The point isn't the tool, it's about how you use it to unlock your ideas faster. Because I use ChatGPT, sometimes I even talk to it like I'm in the brainstorming session. It's not about AI giving me the answers. It's about having a partner for me to bounce ideas off of. And then having it summarize it and tie everything up in a nice bow is icing on the cake. The third way that AI helps me is business systems, and this one is huge. AI helps me simplify workflows, analyze what's actually working, and even track expenses, so closing out the end of the month isn't a headache. I still don't like it, but it's not a headache. For example, I use Google Analytics. Its AI-powered insights highlight my sales trends and my customer behavior, so I don't have to dig through tons of data. And then I can use Looker Studio to take those numbers and turn them into a visual dashboard. So now all of my KPIs are clear instead of confusing. Having that clarity alone saves me hours every week. Using data to analyze how your business is performing is key. If you're running a business and you don't know what good looks like, then you're flying blind. AI is powerful, but it doesn't replace strategy. Without a framework, AI is just another shiny tool. That's why I created something I call the Freedom and Flow framework. Remember I said we don't do hustle, so we are freedom and flow around here. It's basically the path that I use to go from chaos to calm and build 100K businesses. And AI plugs right in so you're not carrying all the heavy load yourself. So that's it. AI helps me automate the routine stuff, create and come up with new ideas, and track and simplify the business side. Those three things are why I can run 100K businesses without the constant hustle. So let me ask you this. What's the one thing in your business that you wish AI could help you with? Now, you should have already added about 2 or 3 things to the comment section right now. But if you haven't, here's your cue. If AI can help you with anything, and don't try to think of something that you think AI can do. This is your wish list. If AI can help you with anything in your business, what would that be? Go ahead and put that in the comments and I'll share some ideas with you. And if you want to see my full Freedom and Flow framework, I put together a free training. It walks you through how AI and systems fit together to help you finally build a calm, scalable, and anti-hustle business. It's linked below in the description. I really enjoyed hanging with you today, and if you're into talking, laughing, and sometimes crying about being an entrepreneur, making money, and helping others, then this is the place for you. Go ahead, like this video, subscribe to this channel, hit that bell icon, and leave me a comment and just say hi because I'm serious about this being a conversation. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, which is always right here.